Game of Thrones has a problem. And no, it's not that there's not enough gratuitous nudity. The problem is that there's not enough gratuitous hypocrisy. You have lots of interesting characters in Game of Thrones. They have quite a bit of depth, a lot of them. You've got some good characters with depth, you've got a lot of evil characters with depth, but one character archetype that seems to be completely absent, yet it's so common all over the human species and across human history, is the hypocrite. The evil characters are generally very self-aware that they're doing bad stuff. They're often quite proud of it. But where is the most common model of king or noble throughout history, which is the guy who's doing a lot of bad stuff while constantly thinking that they're doing good stuff, while constantly thinking of themselves as a good guy or a good gal? Where is the king who shows his humble respect for the gods by building massive cathedrals full of golden statues of himself just to show how humble he is? Where are the nobles who set up these hospitals for the poor to care for them, using money that they have squeezed slowly out of their peasantry, and of course hanging or decapitating any peasants who can't bring in the gold, but bring in the food, most likely there, but see themselves as a good ruler and put part of their money to do good, to assuage their conscience? Where are the people in Game of Thrones who feel guilt, for instance, for a start? There are a few, but mostly it's full of good people who do good things and pay for it. Okay, some good people who do a few bad things and feel a bit of guilt, and bad people who do bad things and feel absolutely no guilt about it. But humans don't work like that. Ivan the Terrible, who, well, you can kind of guess what kind of stuff he was up to based on his names. He killed his son, and in relatively horrific circumstances, and felt guilt about this action for the rest of his life. Didn't improve his behavior any much, but that is the kind of character that Game of Thrones, I think, would really benefit from. The ones who really think of themselves as good people as they go about doing horrendously bad stuff, and the ones who feel guilt and act to assuage that guilt, and who do a little bit of good. On total, they're a complete disaster, but they do some positive things, and their entire mental world is focused on the positive stuff that they do, and so they commit massacres and see themselves as good people.